Is this phone owned by China?
No.
It is not owned by China. Wonderful.
你们在香港会制造设计，还是主要的制造的地方就在深圳制造，再到香港，然后再到国外啊。OK。
Howdy, y'all. My name's Jimmy, and I'm an American here in China. But how can you be an American without a Freedom Phone?
The Freedom Phone.
Freedom Phone.
It does everything your current phone does, except censor you and spy on you.
But it gets worse. In an interview with Daily Beast, he let loose that the company he was working with was in fact UmiDigi, known for their shockingly low cost and absolutely not their reputation for security. Oh, and would you look at that? UmiDigi already has a phone that looks exactly like yours, the A9 Pro. The notch is the same, the buttons are the same, the camera layout exactly the same.
But what exactly is a Freedom Phone? Well, the thing is, there's these big tech companies now like Google, Facebook, and Amazon that are coming along and taking all your data.
Enjoy your life in your new pond, buddy. See ya. Oh my God.
So Eric Finman came along and he decided he was gonna create a phone just for people like you and me, who don't like these big tech companies mediating our data and telling us who to be.
They know when people are lonely, they know when people are depressed, they know the entire thing.
Now, the Freedom Phone, I heard, is actually produced by a company called UmiDigi, which is here in Shenzhen. So I'm gonna walk around this area, ask a few people, and see if I can get a Freedom Phone for myself.
Hey, y'all got any of them Freedom Phones here? Y'all got that UmiDigi A9 Pro here?
Can't believe how many crazy things they got here, but I'm not seeing any phones at all. A bunch of accessories and other products, so no phones here. Oh, where? All right, so just heard from a guy. There's apparently a factory where they produce the Freedom Phone. It's about 20, 30 minutes away from where we are now. So we're gonna hop in my car, drive on over there, and figure out where this Freedom Phone is actually made. So exciting. Hey guys, this is Jim from Jimbutai Guigu, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing from my friend Jimmy. There's 3 key things I want to share with you guys about the supposed Freedom Phone. So the first thing about the Freedom Phone is it's not free. In fact, it's not even cheap. This phone retails for $500 US, which is ridiculous given that the actual manufacturing price is around 120 USD. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the supposed freedom that you get if you purchase this device. And this all really seems just to boil down to giving you access to the Patriapp App Store, which is an unrestricted app store where you can download whatever app you want. The third thing I want to talk about is the supposed Freedom OS. And if you really look into this, the Freedom OS is really just a basic sort of shell over Android. So I'm going to hand you guys back over to my friend Jimmy, who's going to take you guys in there and show you exactly how these Freedom Phones by UmiDigi are really made. At the UmiDigi factory here in Shenzhen, China. Very excited. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get my hands on one of these Freedom Phones.
So I went and looked at the production line, but to my surprise, I found that there weren't any Freedom Phones getting made. So I decided I had to sit down with the factory manager and ask him some tough questions.
那如果我有，就是比如说我想要把我自己的一个 logo 就是印出来，在这个后面是有办法做吗？
还有淘宝就可以用你的 logo，3000可以交货到香港，
这么快？
这是UmiDigi。
但我想了解清楚，就是你们在香港会制造设计，还是主要的制造的地方就在
是在深圳制造，
深圳制造，再到香港，然后再到国外啊。
No.
It is not owned by China. Wonderful.
比如说提前把我想安装的 APP 安装，这个是我的团队来做，还是你们会帮我做？
你把 APP 给到我们，我们去做软件，在软件提前做好。
OK。
这都是安卓原生态的。
定制化 logo 以及定制化 APP， 定制化那个开机的动画，如果这些我全部都做了，那一个手机的那个卖价是多少钱？
比较高配置是128，应该会在150。
All right, guys, so we just finished up at the UmiDigi factory. It's right over my shoulder here. And it was a pretty interesting result that I'm going to tell you guys about. I got good news and I got bad news coming out of the factory. The bad news is when I went inside and looked around, I didn't find any Freedom Phones whatsoever. I asked a few people, I was like, where you got them Freedom Phones here? And everybody said no. So despite looking around, no Freedom phones. And the good news is that when I went inside, I found out that they did have something called the UMIDIGI A9 Pro. And according to a bunch of smarty pants online, this is the same phone that is actually the basis of the Freedom phone. What's up guys, this is Jim. I'm back now here in the studio in Shanghai after my trip to Shenzhen. So when I asked many different people throughout the UMIDIGI team about Freedom Phone, they knew what it was, but none of them were actually able to confirm any communication with the Freedom Phone team whatsoever. This could be because of additional third parties who are taking UMIDIGI devices and further rebranding them. This might be why I didn't find any Freedom Phones when I was walking around the company factory floor. But anyway, besides the Freedom Phone, I did want to say the UMIDIGI team was very kind and generous, and they actually did give me a UMIDIGI A9 Pro of my own to play with. So I want to unbox that for you guys now and show you what it looks like. So just to talk about the UMIDIGI A9 Pro, I just want to explain some of the key features of the device. The first thing you'll notice is that it has a 48 megapixel Sony quad camera. So again, given the price point, this is pretty solid given the number of lenses, the total number of megapixels. It's a pretty impressive camera package for a pretty low price. Secondly, you have the ability to take your own temperature. So they call it the infrared thermometer 2.0, but basically you can take this sensor on the back of the phone, press it up against your forehead, and actually monitor your temperature in real time. Quite a useful feature. I would say the UMIDIGI A9 Pro is a very solid device for your money, and definitely a much better value than the Freedom Phone. If you want to know more about the device, you can also check the link that I put up here, which is to UMIDIGI's website, where you can learn more about the product specifications. And as usual, this is Jim from Greater China Tech, Jim Buzai Guigu. If you enjoyed this episode and the type of content we're creating, please subscribe, like, or give us an Yijian Sanlian. Anyway, if any of you guys out there enjoyed watching the character Jimmy in his poorly constructed Southern accent, do let us know in the comment section below, and we'll consider bringing him back for a future episode. Adios, guys. See you next week.